welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hackemup, and we're back with our Monster of the Week game. Our night classes extreme awesome slumber party is what I'm not gonna call it. But we're back. We're gonna continue on into this mystery. Our players are figured out that they are all some sort of supernatural, they have some sort of supernatural insight. But before we get into things, and before we do a recap, let's go around and have everyone say who they are and who they're playing tonight. Starting with Indoor.
Hello, I am the Indoor Adventurer, he, him, and tonight I'm going to be playing as Wyatt McCreary. We both go by he, him. He's the expert and just here to have a good time.
Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth, and tonight I am playing Opalstone the Chosen.
I go next. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internet at Savvy Seaworth, a bunch of places. And tonight I am playing Chloe, who is the Hex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG, it's some guy on the internet. For tonight's game, I am playing Leon, who is the Initiate.
I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken Scroungler here on the internet. Tonight I'm going to be playing Folin Yasna, who is the Gumshoe.
And I'm LB Hackemup. I'm going to be your game mistress, your keeper of secrets, and your runner of streams for the evening. Before we get into things, we have an announcement. The Patreon is live. Thank you for our supporters. And if you want to go check it out and see what you're going to be getting, the first month is going to have free content on it. So we have a highlight of our We Were Here Forever stream, as well as a little thank you to everybody. And then next week, I'm going to be putting up our movie night, our first movie night where Lauren and I watched The Grudge, which was super fun. Also, I downloaded the wrong version of the movie and had to recut the movie. It's a great first time editing video, you know, I'll tell you that.
I'm so sorry.
I had to watch them side by side.
After all that trouble to download the movie, you got the wrong one.
Look, I literally had to have somebody else download it for me, and I didn't want to ask them to redo it. Luckily, I got the longer version in the download than was actually, if it had been the other way around. Look, I wanted to get it legally. I couldn't. Okay, there was no way. It's fine. Anyway,
Bought it legally.
I did buy it. I own it.
That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. You don't have to say anymore. We're not in court. There are no cops.
We'd have to tell you if we were cops.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah, otherwise
would
it'd be entrapment.
Yeah. Anyways, so if you want to check that out, it'll be free all this month, and then the next month, Lauren and I just watched last night The Lost Boys, which I have never seen before, and she hasn't seen.
Good.
I know. Oh my god, I was so excited the whole time. It's
Such
amazing.
A good flick.
Also, not a ton of like triggers in there as far as like scary. I mean, there's like bugs and then there's blood, obviously, but there's not really a ton of like decapitation or anything like that. So awesome. But that will be going up next month, and that one will be part of it. But anyways, enough about that. We're here to play Monster of the Week, damn it, and we will. I'm gonna grab my book, and then I'm gonna do the recap, which I don't normally do, so forgive me. I'm not gonna be as good as Rachel. No,
Sorry, I didn't write one.
Don't feel bad at all.
I can make one up.
It is a
you want me to.
blessing every time you do it. You don't have to. I can give a quick overview. All right. So last time, our story began on October 4th in 2004 in Morrisville, Vermont, in the campus of Pine Hills Academy, where our characters spent their first day of the week, as they normally would. Wyatt got up early to go help open the library that he works at, and there was a mysterious stranger inside who left behind a mark on a book and a note inside with a picture of a football player named Leon, and a note on the back that says, "The key, find the sword." And then we met up with some of our other friends, Chloe and Opal, who were outside doing some, just walking to class, getting some coffee, where they ran into one of their friends, Marianne, and Dana ran into Marianne, and then ran into a car in the street, as everyone else sort of came in together. Folin had discovered a video online or was sent a video of a strange creature that was sitting atop a sleeping person, and then disappeared. And Leon was told that he needed to check out an event that had happened in a dorm in Morris Hall. And as this car accident happened, everyone came together, kind of knowing each other, knowing different people, and finally figuring out as they were at the Last Bite, a diner in town, also known as the waffle
Casa de Pancakes.
Casa de Pancakes.
Casa de Pancakes.
Under new management and now being called the Last Bite, which nobody calls it that anymore. It's just me. They all find out that each other person knows about the supernatural, whether they actually know or not, in Leon's choice. As they are trying to figure out what's going on, Opal summons a sword somehow out of nowhere. And a plan starts coming into place. They're going to split up and figure out what's going on with these creatures that have been spotted multiple times, seemingly all focused on Morris Hall. So we're going to pick back up. I hope that was concise enough. Let's see. So who has decided to go where? I think
Opal was
going to
gonna
the
go with
library.
Chloe while they did spell. I know.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the dorm where the thing was, the lizard in a hat was spotted.
the lizard in a wizard hat.
Hat wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard.
A
Lizard.
wizard lizard. A
I
wizard
know, and I
lizard.
keep
Lizard
trying.
lizard.
We
I
must
keep
find
trying to
King
combine
Gizzard.
them into a
The
fun
wiz-
portmanteau, but they sound the
Wizard.
same.
It would just either be a lizard or a
That's the
wizard.
one
That's how you
for.
combine them.
Different.
Could say like a Liz Wiz, but
A
like
Liz Wiz.
That's
A whiz
I hate
Liz?
that actually.
Or Dird Dird.
A Liz Wiz or a Wiz
Oh, yes.
Liz.
My
It's-
favorite extinct bird.
The Dird Dird.
All right. And then let's see, Wyatt and all of like Folin and Leon are going to the library.
I was
I
going
don't-
to the library.
Yeah, I don't know if I had decided where I was gonna go yet.
Okay.
Leon, where are you going?
Yeah, I think Leon. Well, so if I'm remembering right, the spell casting was going to happen in the evening.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I mean, Leon probably has to go, to classes and then training, and so as part of that, we'll then report back to the coaches of like, hey, I went and talked to
Mm-hmm.
what was her name, Ellen,
Mm-hmm.
and let them know
Okay.
how that went and see if they have further instructions.
Okay. So Leon's gonna go to classes and go talk to the coaches. Wyatt is gonna go do research. Opal and Chloe are going to do something, and then later in the night go to do a spell. Do you guys have plans for the day, or just go to class, or skip?
Probably just gathering things for said spell.
Sure. All right.
Oh no,
and-
we're definitely using what happened this morning as an excuse not to go to class.
fair.
Yeah. First stop, guidance counselor to be like, I'm really traumatized and need a note.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Folin's gonna go to the bursar's office.
Okie dokie.
What's the bursar again?
The guy
It's
who
the money
handles the
person.
money.
They handle registration for all
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
students.
Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
You punched the bursar? He handles the financials? Haven't
Yes,
you
Alex,
seen
a
Hamilton?
concise answer to the
Once.
question.
Aaron Bursar.
Incredible.
Because the bursar's office would have records on all of the students attending the university, correct?
Correct.
Cool.
Are you trying to get? Because you could probably hack in better than like going to talk to somebody, because they can't release everything.
Yeah, well,
right?
so I'm gonna need. I'm going by 2004 logic. I don't know how much are all the computers on the at the university on the same network?
That's a good question. Probably not.
Okay.
They're probably on their own individual servers.
So-
Good call.
So I would probably need to get access to one of their computers. So I have a cunning plan.
All right.
to do so.
All right, why don't we start with that?
Don't
Reef-
start with me.
Okay,
I don't
just
have a
kidding.
cutting plan.
As we're
Cl-
leaving this
Uh-huh.
building, can I actually like kind of like get Fullen
Yeah.
aside a little bit? Just hey man, I haven't seen you in a while. I don't think anyways. So everyone, like we're all I know that we're all kind of caught up in the moment, but like everyone here, like we're all cool, right?
I mean, I think so, as far as I
Like I
can
know
tell.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I mean, you and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
We know that.
And then there's, my cuz.
Yeah, and Chloe's known about this for. Did the two of you not know that the other knew about this stuff? I was
Oh, no,
confused
like,
by all that.
It runs in the family. A little
Like, I
bit.
never brought it up with her, you and I, because we figured if we keep that hush hush. But
Yeah, no, I never brought up like, hey, by the way, I assume that y'all were gonna like share that with each other, and it wasn't gonna be my point to like make that initial jump. Like it's a big trust thing, but like that's besides the point. Okay, that guy, and he'll like make a small motion towards Leon. I
right,
think he's in
Leon.
some sort of like weird monster hunty cult thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we went to tell Ellen about, I guess, this lizard wearing a hat, he kept trying to he was like telling me that like, oh, these coaches were saying not to say that it was this thing. So I
Huh.
think the coaches know.
Like,
And then he was talking about his like a super secret extra special string or whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure it out. I think that there's some secret order of
But it could be that,
cultists
or it
on
could be that we don't
campus.
speak goldfish, my friend.
It could. No, I have dealt. Okay, so Leon has come to me in the past for some tutoring, which
Okay.
has turned into. He was not very subtle about asking some questions about some monsters and stuff, and we sort of started talking about it. Hmm. So he does know about this stuff. I don't think he fully understands what it is that he's dealing with.
All right. And what's your read on Miss Stone? She just summoned a sword under a table.
That's a mystery to me, man. I'm not. I have no idea.
Okay,
That
'cause-
one caught me off guard. I knew about all of you except for her. The sword definitely got me.
Okay,
I feel like we should follow up on it, but I didn't want to I figured I'd ask Curie about that
I
later.
also feel like we should follow up on the sword a little bit because there's something I didn't exactly get around to being able to tell all y'all. Which was when I opened up the library this morning. There was a wolf man in a long jacket in some sort of canine figure in the library wearing like a trench coat. He was like touching onto a book.
Was
and,
he
like,
also wearing a funny hat?
Memory says
Sorry.
yes, but I don't believe he was at the time.
I'm trying to get the read on the powers that be. Whether
I have a memory
I'm
of
sorry.
him wearing like a trench coat and
I
a
thought
hat.
I was muted. I didn't mean to
No.
say that.
That was an
Fucking
assumption.
presumptuous.
Awesome. I want a clip of that forever. I want to
Anyway,
make it my
I was
text
only
tone.
unmuted on here. Sorry, that's what I was laughing at.
So
Okay, well now we all
was
need
he
a
wearing a
soundbite
hat though?
of you saying
Was he-
fucking
wasn't
Wasn't he
presumptuous.
wearing a hat and a coat?
He was wearing a
He's like detective
Like a
detective
trilby?
werewolf. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
Like
yeah,
a
you didn't make that
noir.
up.
Okay.
I also had that in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay,
Different
but,
kind
like,
of
I couldn't
hat,
remember
but a
the
hat.
fedora. I was
A
thinking like
fedora.
a wizard hat and a trench
No.
coat, and I was like, this fucking
A
like.
wizard
say-
detective
Oh
werewolf.
my god.
Oh no.
8-year-old me is like crying.
Oh
He
my
loves
God.
them so much.
So
Um,
when you're
Somebody make that comment.
So
when you say Wolfman, are you talking like
I mean, like the full
he
muzzle,
hadn't shaved or no
like it-
muzzle?
like a muzzle, and you know how like the wolves they have what is it called, like digitigrade, like where the legs go like a little bendy at the
Uh-huh.
bottom for like
Uh-huh.
spring action.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
this
there
was
a
like
word for
spring
that.
action detective.
Okay.
Like it was more wolf than man, but also like stood like a people.
like a bipedal wolf.
I kind of like that, but like it's wearing clothes, and like if you're wearing clothes, you're smart enough to feel shame.
That's a good point. Dude, I don't know. I'm going to find out. So
The-
my plan. I'm going to the bursar's office. I was going to pull records for both the people attending, people at Morris, and just between you and me, probably also Leon and Opal, because I wanted to get kind of a read on what was going on there. Making sure nobody was like, doesn't have a social security number, or, doesn't have like any records going back past, 2 years ago or something
Yeah,
like that.
that'd be super weird if anybody we knew had something like that going on with them.
Yeah.
But that's not the weirdest thing that I wanted to talk to you about. This Wolfman detective wizard.
Yeah, no,
He-
circling back on that, I can see if
Circling
there are
back,
any wolf
I understand we got
detectives attending our
ADHDs
university.
between the two of us. Now, the reason I bring him up is because after he was done investigating the book, I ran after him and then he disappeared, and there was like a light flicker thing. It was super spooky. But the thing that I found was this, and he pulls out the clipping that's Leon's picture. This was inside a book that the werewolf wizard investigator was fussing with. And then on the back, and he flips it over, and it says, the key, find the sword.
Okay, just so I'm understanding, the bipedal wolf detective left a picture of Leon with this written on it inside the book?
Yes.
Like the Jesus people that leave the fake dollar bills inside the books. That sort of thing.
Well, sort of like that, yeah.
All right. What was the book?
It was something in German. It was like Altraumstund. Altraumstund. It was one of them, like the goose flesh writer. What's his name? R.L. Stein.
Oh, right.
The Heebie-Jeebies author, yeah.
Did you get the impression that he was leaving it in the book for you to find?
I got the impression that he was a goddamn wolfman in my library.
I can look and see if I can find security footage or something.
I mean, anything is honestly going to be helpful.
Because there'd have to be something. He's a wolfman walking around campus. Somebody else
He's a
probably
wolfman
saw
wearing
him.
people clothes and a hat. Like, there's one thing about, again, wearing, like, experiencing shame, wearing a coat, but then if you have a hat, like, that you're, like, keeping down over your eyes, like, this wolf knows how to integrate into society. It's not sheep's clothing, he's wearing people clothes.
I just have one follow-up question. You were sober at this time, right?
It was this morning.
No shame.
Look,
no judgment.
I wasn't shining at the time. You don't got to worry about me.
All right. I can look into it. This makes me extra specially
super weird.
Weirded out, both about Wolfman and about Leon. Is Leon the key? Is Leon the sword?
No, the sword was the thing that Opal, I think, summoned under the table at Casa de Pancakes.
Oh, there was a literal sword
there was
here.
A
like
literal
5 minutes.
Sword that
Again,
we
ADHD brain. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. Please forgive me.
No, that's fine, but that's why I'm curious as to why this picture of Leon shows up the same day I meet him is the same day we find this sword thingy.
It is very
That seems like a coinky dink.
We need to find this Wolfman. All right. I'll add that to my list of to-dos. Anything else? Did you also see a bunny rabbit wearing a parka?
No, that would have been cute, and I would have told everybody about that.
All right. Do you want to hold on to the picture for now? Is it like just so I can ask, is this it's like a Polaroid with the writing on the back, or this is like a clipping?
It's like it was cut out of a yearbook.
Like a yearbook. Okay, gotcha. Huh. Okay. I'll look into it, see if I can find something, but we should probably ask Leon if he knows about Wolfman. I'll see if I can find any footage.
I feel like if we ask Leon about Wolfman, he's just gonna say, "Oh yeah, they play in Carolina."
Right. No, you're fair. You're probably right about that. That's you know what? On me, stupid question. Okay. This is a fucked up day, man.
I saw somebody die like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, are you doing all right about that? All of you. That's very fucked up.
The way that I think about it, once we find out what caused this, her spirit will be at rest.
Uh-huh.
That's all that we can hope for.
Right.
In the
All right.
meantime, just going to keep slamming coffee and hope that it is my addiction to caffeine and not my anxiety that's making my heart race. I know how to deal with one, not the other.
Well, I've got pills if you need them, but
Oh, no. Ugh. Nothing from
fair
the
enough.
factory, thank you.
Fair enough. I forgot you're vegan. All right. So
Lord, no.
or no, paleo. Is that what we're calling it now?
I just don't trust machine-made pills. It's all poultices and balms. Thank you very much, but
Right.
no, thank you.
No, I can share you some stuff. I hacked Johnson & Johnson last year, and there's some shit I could probably send your way if you wanted to know. Anyway, I'll go
Wait, so
ahead.
is that like one guy? Brothers?
No, the company.
Oh, okay.
The real
Got it.
secret is that Johnson & Johnson is actually just one guy.
It's just one guy.
But he's
Actually, I
cloned
think it's
himself.
Johnson & Johnson. I think there were 3 brothers.
Only two.
Damn, what'd the third one do?
Only 2 survive.
It was too many Johnsons.
Never too many Johnsons. All right, what's next?
That's an entirely
2004, we
different
called that a
problem.
sausage party.
All right.
Yeah, so that is what Wyatt wanted to pull Fullen aside for.
Yeah.
It's just to like get him in on the loop that there is a
No,
Wolfman
I'm
Wizard
in.
detective.
I have I have another objective for getting into the office here.
Glad I
Maybe
was
they're on
able
the
to
same
witness
network.
that
as the-
conversation.
Maybe they're on the same network as security. I can pull the footage
Mhm.
there too. Cool.
That's it from us.
All right, cool. Opal and Chloe, you guys are gonna go gather some stuff. What? You guys both do magic, right? In different
No.
ways. No, you don't. Okay.
Opal does not do
That's
magic.
me.
Okay. How?
She's just backup
yeah.
in case things go wrong.
What? How does your magic work? What do you do for magic?
So Chloe got started out in like sort of traditional, like natural magics. So it was a lot of like of the same stuff that like Wyatt's mentioning, like herbs and things like that, and then kind of branched out into like crystals and then eventually like runes. And so she just really kind of dabbles in like basically any kind of like natural magics or like hoodoo voodoo that they would teach in Louisiana, like all kinds of stuff.
All right. Do
He
you
definitely has like little like dolls and like fetishes and all kinds of weird stuff now.
Yeah. Do you have all the stuff you need at home? At your or do you live in the dorms in an apartment?
No, I think she lives at home
Mm-hmm.
and probably like rides in with her dad most
Oh,
days.
right. Mm-hmm.
Even though she doesn't want to.
Dad, shh, say you love me. Say it back. So you're gonna go home. Do you think you'll have everything you need there?
I think so. If not, her stepmom probably does. 'Cause she's the one that sort of like
That's fair.
taught her.
All right. Well, then is there any scenes you guys want to do regarding that, or should we move on to Leon?
I will ask my dad to borrow his car.
You don't have to. Opal's got a car.
Oh, that's right. Opal has a car. We'll take Opal's car. And on the car ride, there is like quiet for about half of it, and then it's like everyone is going to want to know about the sword.
Yeah, I figured that was going to come up at some point.
How do you want to spin it?
Well, let's gather all the things we need for this stuff, and then I can give you the lowdown on the whole like prophecy part of it, and you can give me some advice on how to handle this going forward, because it's probably going to be a little freaky for most people, but I know you can handle freaky.
Right. Okay. Sure. I'm worried about the boys.
Yeah. This day has been a lot to digest. And it's not even noon.
Yeah. I'll bring a couple of extra things just in case.
Probably stop at the sorority house and pick up some Xanax.
Well, Wyatt won't take it, so
Crush it
Sure,
up
I
and
have
put it in one of his 16th cup of coffee.
I'm sure I have something I can give him. Anyway, suppose it's time you saw my collection.
Into your inner sanctum.
I've never called it that, but I think I'm going to start.
I feel like the room in which you do your magic should probably have like a name and like a keep out sign.
Oh, it's... doesn't need the sign. Anyway, in we go.
The door opens to the inner sanctum. What does Opal see as you enter?
So it's in their house, sort of up in the attic, which is mostly finished, and through a door in the attic where like it's clearly like it was like walled off. So like there's like some living area and then like part of it was saved for like storage and stuff. And there's just like 7 locks on the thing. And like a door bar and everything, and there's all kinds of stuff like scrawled on it. It's like straight out of a like early 2000s horror movie. But yeah, inside it's there's not any like electrical lighting, because you would like just light a candle or whatever. And kind of in the center and the back, there's like an altar, essentially like a pedestal that's set up, with a lot, there's just stuff everywhere. There's shelves on the walls, there's dolls and yarn and all kinds of things for like making those. There's like a lot of dried flowers and herbs, and there's stuff hanging from the ceiling, and yeah, a lot of different colored candles and just tons of stuff.
Opal's looking around. Sure glad you're my friend and not my enemy.
Yeah, you can ignore those. There's definitely a couple of dolls with like pins in them and stuff. More of an experiment. Anyway, it just starts gathering some stuff.
All right.
And I'll take some... oh, what's it called? One for anxiety, Lang Lang, which can be used to brew tea that helps with anxiety.
Awesome. Ooh, that's nice. Kratom isn't a thing yet, right? I mean, it is. But
I mean, it's
not,
a thing somewhere.
It's not in the
Yeah.
United States. All right. So you guys are heading back to campus. Let's see. Leon, you are gonna go to classes and then go talk to your instructor. Why don't we do that? And then we'll switch to Wyatt doing research and then go to Fallen. Cool? Awesome. All right. So you go talk to the coach. Do you have any desire to name the coach?
Let's see. Probably shouldn't just do Friday Night Lights coaches.
That would be way too ironic.
Yep. 1 second.
I can do it if you
We've
want.
got Coach Gill, I think is like the assistant coach that
Okay.
gave the direct instructions. I don't know that Leon knows like the head coach's name. I think he's just coach.
Okay.
Like if there isn't a last name after coach, it's the head coach, but
Okay.
like the various assistant coaches have their names.
Okay. All right. You are going to go talk to Coach Gill.
Yep. Who I think is normally the defense head coach.
The DL coach?
I suppose.
That's what it said. I just looked it up.
You're looking for the defensive coordinator.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps.
Sports.
All right. You approach Coach Gill. The coach there. You're doing. Well, it's Monday. You guys. I'm gonna say you guys have Monday off of like normal training, but you're gonna go do your special training. Which do you have a? Do you know where the space is that they? It's underneath the stadium, right?
Yeah. Because they've got, it's like a secret annex in the locker room. Like there's the busted locker that just never gets fixed, but if you hit it a certain way, it opens and leads into the secret facilities.
Okay. All right, you go downstairs. Some of your other teammates are down there, and they are doing their normal combat training. As you walk by, you get a lot of head nods. It's a lot of sweaty, buff gents down there, probably shirtless with some sort of padding on their legs. That's just how I picture it. Sports. Yep. Yeah, you approach Coach Gill, who is sort of like looking on as a pair of your initiate teammates are doing a combat together, and he's kind of, checking out their form.
Oh, hi, Coach. I went and talked to the girl that you told me to talk to.
Right.
Should we talk now, or should they finish first?
Andy, get your knees higher. You need your center of gravity above. Yeah, and that's how you get on your back. All right. Take 5. Stretch out, Andy. You're going to pull a hernia. All right, come here. And he kind of pulls you aside and takes out a clipboard and starts to get ready to write down. All right, what'd you find out?
So she went in and saw a weird thing on her roommate's chest, which, by the way, the roommate died earlier. I don't know if you know about that.
How?
She stepped into the road and got hit by a car.
That's unfortunate.
Right.
Okay.
But she said that she saw a weird thing that maybe was a lizard in a hat or something. And you told me not to, to tell her that she was wrong, so I just kept saying, oh, it's probably someone has a secret pet cat that they like to dress up that they keep in the dorm.
All right.
But there was also the roommate across the hall, Becky, came and she said she also saw the lizard in the hat. And then there was Wyatt, who was there. Wyatt is someone that I met earlier today at the car crash, because I was there when the girl got hit by the car.
Right. Wyatt was there when they saw the creature?
No, not when they saw the creature, but when I was going to go talk to Ellen.
How is he related to either of them?
He did CPR on the dead roommate after the car crash.
All right.
And so he tagged along so that we could tell the roommate. And then we went to go to Casa de Pancakes after. There was also Fallen, that tutor that I've gone to. And then there was also Opal, who's in our affiliated sorority.
Right.
And also her friend Chloe, who is Fallen's. Chloe and Fallen are dating, I think. I don't know if they actually said, but I think that's what's happening.
Son, how is this related to the incident?
Oh, because Fallen had a video that also showed like a weird lizard thing with a hat, and was showing everyone else, and so everyone else is now interested in the lizard with the hat thing. And I think Chloe and Opal are going to go do magic later to try and figure out what's happening. I warned you all, Leon is absolutely just reporting everything at this point in time.
Can Chloe and Opal do magic?
I don't know. I haven't actually seen it, but they said they could. But I mean, magic isn't real, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Of course.
But they seem to think it would help, and maybe they have their own special team training.
Right.
Or maybe they use the magic words, or I don't know what their magic words are. Are they the same as my magic words?
It's possible, but if they have different training, then they might have different words. Now, did they seem particularly shocked by this information? Of the wizard lizard?
I don't know. I mean, everyone was kind of... It was weird because we were all there when the girl got hit by the car. So that was kind of how everyone was feeling. It was more of that. And then also there seemed to be a whole lot of them all realizing that the others knew something, but I couldn't figure out what it was that they were all learning that each other knew.
All right.
It had to do with the lizard in the hat, though, and everyone did seem interested in the lizard in the hat, but I don't know about shocked.
Right. Okay. Well, I think it'd be good for you to stick with your friends on this and kind of keep an eye on them, make sure they're not getting into too much trouble. Do you have last names for these individuals?
Yeah. And would go ahead and list them off.
You see him like writing at the bottom of the page, and then he rips it off, and he says, "Kenny," and he check on this, and then gives him the piece of paper, and moves off. All right. So there are multiple satins of this thing at this point. Is that what we're talking about?
Seems like it, but I think they're all in Morris Hall.
All right. So
which I think helps with my story about it being a pet cat.
Of course. So I would say your priority is find out if it's one cat or two cats, multiple, what the cats are doing to the people, and how we can stop them from doing that to the people.
Okay, so if I see any cat lizard things, I should stop them.
I would capture rather than kill. So
okay.
We can know what we're dealing with. Could be a cat, could be a coon.
Right. Okay. Can do. Now I maybe might have mentioned something about Formation Alpha to them, but I don't think they know, they don't know everything, or I don't think they know anything.
Son, we've talked about this. You cannot let people know about your secret training. Okay?
I know, but it seems like that maybe they should know that I can I don't know, it felt like I should have said it at the time, but then right after it felt like maybe I shouldn't have.
I know that it seems like sharing everything is going to be the best for everyone. Honesty is, in general, the best policy, but with our special training, the more who know about it, you could get them hurt with that knowledge. All right?
Okay.
There's a reason we call it secret training, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why we have, the suits of armor, the mascot outfits.
Right.
Though the Opal did have a sword. So there's that.
All right.
It just kind of showed up. I didn't see her carrying it around before, but then she had a sword, so maybe she had it the whole time.
And it's something to think about. for now, just observe and report, okay?
Okay.
Try to make sure the utmost priority is keeping secret training a secret, right?
Yes. Okay.
Right.
No more talking about secret training.
Right. Or formations.
Right. Okay.
Right. Just think, if you start to get questioned, just think about the game on Saturday. Okay?
Okay.
Defeat the Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, we hate those guys.
Or indeed.
Oh yeah, are we still all going to the Friday Night Lights movie when it comes out on Friday?
Yes, that was the plan. We have a bus that's going to take everybody. You
Actually,
do have
I
a plus
didn't
one
actually
if
look
you
at the
want it.
calendar.
2004?
Okay.
I think they haven't started doing Thursday night releases.
Well, because we started on Monday, October 4th. It released
It is-
October 8th.
It's still Monday.
Yeah, so
Monday,
I think that is Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Maybe it's
Thursday,
Thursday.
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So Friday Night Lights comes out on a Friday.
Yep, you do get a plus one if you want to bring someone.
I'll think about it. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So find out if there's more than one cat lizard thing. Find out what they're doing to people. Try and capture them.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Can do, coach.
All right. Now get into your training.
Okay.
Smacks you on the butt and you can start doing your training.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to do with that scene?
I don't think so. Yeah, nothing that needs figuring out right now.
Okay. All right. Wyatt. You go back to the library and start to try and do some research. Are you going into your special area?
I think that Wyatt would he would check in with the head librarian or
Abby.
Abby or whoever else is on staff at the time, and just kind of, sort of like let them know, like, hey, I know that I'm supposed to be in class right now. I was there at the car accident thing. If it's cool with everybody, I'm just gonna sort of be in a more comfortable place.
Yeah, Abby, who... Oh no, they've started construction. Sorry if you hear a bunch of construction stuff.
Can't hear it at all.
Good. It's just a low rumble right now. You see Abby, and you let her know, and she's wearing rimmed glasses, and she pushes them up. She says, "Oh, that's totally fine. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't know her at all, but like when there's trouble, you're supposed to help out anybody that can, and apparently she didn't make it, so it's more of a lot to process, I think, and right now I don't think it's settled in yet. It's kind of like when you break a bone and then you don't realize it till the next day.
Yeah.
If you,
Can I make you a cup of tea?
Nah, I got some coffee. Thank you.
Okay. She kind of places her hand on your arm, and gives you like a pat. Like, if you need anything, please let me know. Okay.
No, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna I'll be puttering. I'll just let me put some books back.
Okay. No, whatever you need.
Yeah. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah.
And under the guise of putting books back, he is going to go to different points where it's like a Wolfman story, Wolfman story. Swords being thrown at random strangers, possibly from a lake.
You start walking away, and Abby just goes, by the way, did anything happen this morning? It kind of smelled like wet dog.
Yeah.
came in.
I mean, it was one of those things. When I opened the door, one of the locals' dogs, I think it was, and he'll like make reference to like a missing dog poster that's like been around. It's just I opened the door, it ran in. I tried to catch it. Sorry about the mud if there's any of that this morning. But I tried to catch it, and then next thing I know, it's gone out the back door.
Oh, okay. I'm glad the alarm didn't sound. That would have been a lot to have the fire department here.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Thankfully, like we got passcodes set up. That's what the system's for, being able to tell if it's false alarm or not.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that level of trust.
Of course. You're one of my best, I mean, you're not an employee, you're just one of my best workers.
So, sorry. I'll work as hard and as long as you need me to, ma'am.
Aw.
This is a place of knowledge, place of power. Should
Very
be
sweet.
respected as such.
All right. Well, again, if you want tea or anything, just let me know, and or if you want to talk, I'm available.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So you start to do some research. It sounds like you want to investigate a mystery.
I do. This isn't in my haven. But it kind of is my haven. Like the library as a whole isn't, but I do have the lore library ability. Would this count towards that, or would I have to go to my corner office where I have like a secret section of books for this thing?
I think you can kind of link them together in that you could probably pop in there and grab a book and, pull it out sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So I am definitely going to try and do a lore library.
Oh, sticky boy.
So when I hit the books, take +1
stinky
forward to
boy.
investigate a mystery.
Oh, you see boy.
So I will take sharp is investigate a mystery. I
Correct.
believe. And I have a +1 forward.
Simon, are you giving Simon good luck?
He did. I got a 10. What a good boy.
Yay! Good boy. So on a +10, you get to hold 2. I will pop this out for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you can ask 2 questions. Or you can, from this list, or you can make one up if you'd like. Let's see, you were investigating the wolf person?
No, I was, the wolf person's more on the back burner in his mind, because the wolf person isn't sitting on people's chests throughout the night and making them walk in front of cars.
Fair.
Wolf person just a little bit of breaking and entering, but he didn't trigger an alarm, so worst case scenario, he's stinky, but that's fine. What sort of creature is this lizard wearing a hat?
Okay.
Is my first question.
You can always, because it's a hold 2, you can ask a question now and save another one for later, or you can ask both of them now. Would you like your...
I'll ask both of them now, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you start doing research into different creatures. You kind of start on the list of small creatures that operate at night, and start kind of whittling down from there. And about, I'm gonna say an hour into your research, you have all your books out in your space, and you're kind of flipping through them, trying to find the best resource that sounds like what you're talking about. And kind of out of the corner of your eye, you see the book that was pulled off, or that had the mark on it, that was on the shelf. And you start looking at it and start thinking, German. Okay, German. And then you start going through and look through some German creatures from folklore of that sort of descent. And you find a creature that kind of fits the bill. It's a very small article about this creature. It is called an Alp. And it has a picture of an
elf?
Alf. No, sorry. Alp. A-L-P.
I thought you said Alf for a second.
I did. I'm sorry.
We're getting an Alf here?
Ah,
Yeah.
shit. I'll protect the cats.
Yeah.
The cats.
So you see a picture, a depiction of it's titled "The Nightmare," which kind of seems to fit your thought about this creature. And then you see next to it there is a poem. Balls, I didn't put the poem in there. Okay. That sort of describes. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to. And you can take some time to translate it. I'm putting these in the Discord. And as you're kind of looking through, again, it's a smaller article about this, as just kind of a. People thought maybe they were vampires or incubus, or maybe also could be some sort of werewolf. They have abilities similar to vampires in that they feed on people, but they feed on their dreams. And they start with the good dreams and then continue to feed until they eat the bad dreams, and then they eat the sleep altogether, basically.
Okay. Got it. And then the next question is, where did it go?
Where did it go is a great
like,
question.
do they have like ooh, it's our secret Alp pocket dimension where we can just be little scamps inside of it, or like,
yeah,
is it like a material plane creature? Or is it something extra?
Absolutely. So you continue to find another clipping, which is sort of a pressing of a German, not an article, but like a paper that had been translated with another piece of paper next to it. It's just a loose leaf sort of thing that's in the book already. And it describes the creatures as having the ability to shapeshift. And that's why people think that they were werewolves, or werewolves were similar to them. And as you think back to the video you saw, the creature was there. When it was gone, little butterfly. Okay. And you see on this page there is a depiction of a little butterfly. And this pressing, you do see there is a notion about hats. The translation is a little wonky as to, like, it kind of says like they wear hats and are needed for magic, but it doesn't really go into detail as to what hat, why hat, wear hat.
All right. Yeah, I think with that he'll like put his fingers on the bridge of his nose and just give a little pinch. He'll pull out his phone. And
you have a text message.
Ooh, from who?
From Becky.
What's it say?
It says, "You free tonight?" ?
Oh. Right. I'm writing this down.
But how much shorthand is there? Is it just the letter U, free, number 2, NITE ? Or
she is borderline illiterate, but bless her heart.
No, I think that it is, "Are you free tonight?" Yes,
anachronistic.
Yeah.
This is not the 2004 I remember.
Or she's just not that kind of. She's not like other girls.
She's not like other girls.
Oh, run away. Run away now.
Wyatt
Delete her
will Wyatt will message I'll try to be got a spot ?
Yes.
Or got a meeting spot ? I think is what he'd say.
Yeah, the response is not immediate, so if you want to text somebody else.
Yeah. No, he was actually gonna message her and be like, "Hey, are you doing okay?"
Aww.
But I think he will instead save that text message for Amy if he has her phone number.
Amy.
The RA for that floor.
Oh, Marianne.
Marianne.
You're worse than me. I love it.
Oh,
wait, no,
regular.
this
you
is just
met me?
payback.
I know, but like these are regular ass people
Oh,
name, and
that's
I'm
true.
just like, his name is Torgspar the Impaler. How could you forget his name? Like, no, fucking Marianne. Do I have her phone
I
number
don't.
by chance?
Did she give you her phone?
I don't think she did.
No, I don't think you do.
Okay, yeah, I think he would have just messaged.
Opal has it. If you want it, Opal has it.
I don't have Opal's phone number.
But you have your cousins. And
I know, but
she's
like
with your
his
cousin.
thought process isn't going to go. He's not going to
Let
play
me
degrees of Kevin Bacon to ask how someone's doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think he'll just message Folan. Just a quick Wyatt for the most part is a bullet texter. Like it is just straight to the point, no extras. And he says, lizard with hat, German, Alb, ALB, and then shapeshifter, butterfly, ? Send.
ALP.
Okay, because the in the translation it is ALB.
Yes.
Or in the poem.
Yes. In the other book it was ALP.
Okay.
Sometimes
so,
they also
ALP.
put an E at the end of it. Or an EN. So
little German elf man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll put the German ALB, ALP, what haves you.
All right. Becky says, Green Dragon, ? 7:30.
And he says, he'll just like give a thumbs up emoji. And then, he'll say, I'll do my best. And if I can't, I'll give you time.
I assume you meant emoticon if we're again.
Yeah.
trying to keep it-
Emoticon,
okay.
not emoji. Gotta be on top of this. No, I think he'll take his research stuffs, and then he'll go to his corner office. He's got some plants he needs to take care of in there.
Yes.
Sorry, I muted myself on stream. Yes. So you are going to the bursar's office.
Yeah, Folan is going to Folan heads to the bursar's office, skateboards up, dishes the skateboard in the bushes outside, loses a couple layers, so just wearing like a simple like black t-shirt, and sort of like smooths his hair down a little bit, probably pulls out a couple of the piercings studs as well, and heads into the office, looking to see if there are any because I imagine they probably have some student workers or something, specifically trying to like pick out a student worker or somebody the least tenured person in the office that's working like the front desk here.
Okay. Yeah, there is a secretary who's sitting at the front, but this is sort of an open office system. Like it's not like you have to talk to her to get to anywhere else. But like if you needed to go to an office.
Yeah.
So you just want to go find like someone to talk to. That
I just want to find somebody who can point me back to where their computer systems are.
Sure. Yeah, you can find there is probably looks like an undergrad student deep in like a bunch of books, and they look a little stressed about the skew of numbers in front of them, and they're kind of just like doing math and in a slight panic.
Walks up and gives a smile and says, "Hi, I'm not sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sure you're busy."
No, thank you for yes. How can I help you?
I'm Folan. It's
Hi.
I work for IT. We got an alert that there's something wrong with your systems here. I was hoping you might help me find where I need to go. I haven't. It's my first week, so I haven't been to this office before.
Tony,
Hi, Tony.
do you want the server room or do you want like the computer like there are computers in people's offices?
Well, if you can get me to a computer with server access, that's probably where I need to start first. I don't know if it's server side or something with your software. So I need to start there, and if I don't find what I need there, I may need access to your server rooms as well. But let's start small, and if you can get me to a system, that would be perfect. That's all I need right now.
Okay, yeah. And you see him kind of like he takes a sticky note and like puts it on a line and like writes a note under it, and then it gets up and says, "Okay, let's see, it's Monday afternoon. Okay, Dr. Ian won't be in his office. So this way.
All right.
This way." And he like starts walking down one of the hallways and leads you to a room that's got a fairly nice view over the courtyard. It's just a computer. There's some books on the shelves. He seems to be one of the administrators at the building. Not necessarily the bursar, but he said, "Okay, so I'll be in that room probably for a while. So if you need anything else, the server room is in the basement. The actual server, yeah."
All right, downstairs. Okay. Like hits a couple buttons to see. I assume the computer's locked.
Yeah, there's a password.
Says, "Oh, do you have?" I can log in with my IT credentials, but sometimes it's better if I log in with user access so I can see what you're seeing. If I log in with my credentials, I might not see the problem that you're coming up with here.
Oh, will it show up that I was on his computer? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
Do you have his login?
No.
No. All right. No, I mean I can wipe the computer, the login history if I need to, but honestly, like I'll put in a note with my in my file that I used your login to access it. That it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Yeah. And he kind of goes over the computer and puts in a username and password, hits enter. I don't really have a lot of clearance in this building. I mean, like at all, but I can access a lot of like documentation.
That's fine. This should get me where I need to go. And like I said, if I need to, I'll log out and I'll log in with my credentials, and I should get what I needed. But thank you so much, Donnie.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, if you need me, feel free. So I think I need a walk, but yeah, in after I'll be in the room.
Is everything okay?
So I just we need the numbers. When you get a lot of them in your head, it just kind of like takes everything over and you can't see anything else, and then like you forget how to add for like a minute, and then you have to use a calculator, and it's stupid and you feel dumb for having to do it, but it's fine. I'll be okay.
All right. If you run into any system issues, just let me know. I only have what was reported earlier, so.
Cool. No, I don't get to use a computer for this, so.
That sucks.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right, I'll find you if I need you. Thank you.
Finger guns and leaves the room.
This sucks for you. And sits down at the computer. And I think Will now has some sort of access to their systems. We'll probably try to reset Tony's access to administrator level and see if we can get what we need here.
Okay. Absolutely. So you have a move for this, yes?
I do. I have hacker with a dragon tattoo. I love the name of this move. So when you hack into a computer system, roll sharp, and I get a number of moves depending on how well I roll.
All right. Go ahead and roll plus sharp, please.
Okay.
It's a 7.
Not great. It's a 7. So that's a partial success. Mm-hmm. So I get one option off the list.
Yep.
And the options I have are leave no traces, learn something important, leave misinformation in place, and gain access to somewhere you want to get into. I think I'm going to go with learn something important.
Okay. What information are you trying to learn?
So I think first piece of information is the all students that are currently, I want to pull files on all the students that are currently living in which
Morris
hall was it?
Hall.
Morris Hall.
Mhm.
That's right, I didn't write that down. Morris Hall. That's kind of what he pulls up first, and then is going to go through their files and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Now that we know that this is a German creature, hell, I'll see if any of them are maybe transfer students from Germany. Just
Sure.
on a go through that. But just wanted to see if there's anything in any of their records that might indicate that comes up as weird.
Yeah, absolutely. You start to piece through people, and as you're compiling information about them, some things start like triggering on the information. There's quite a few visits to the on-campus health facility from quite a few of them, and you see a note about Dana from this morning. That has already been entered into the system, and you see that Mary Williams on her log, who is the roommate to Shannon, which is the person who had the video who filmed the video. She has had a nervous breakdown and quit. She's dropped out. There are 2 other people who have dropped out and because of nervous breakdowns. There are quite a few that list inability to sleep or nightmares, and like a lot of people are coming in for suppressants for their dreams, which there is a name for it. But
so how long has this been going? If Folan were to pull up some older records of like former students, has this been going on for longer? Or does this have like a start date?
Yeah, as you start to chart this, you see there's kind of a pattern as to when it started, and it was the beginning of the semester. Everything was great, and then sort of in like the middle, early September, things started getting a little bad, and now they're at their worst. So it's sort of amplified from
around September.
Yeah.
Okay. Any students? Because you said it's not like every student in the dorm that's experiencing this.
But there are many, like a couple dozen.
Does it seem to be occurring on more students like living on a certain floor, or is it seem pretty spread out around the building?
Yeah. So the first floor, which is floor 100, seems to have the most incidents, and then the next floor has less, and then as it goes up, it goes less. So there's only 4 floors, but
okay, most incidents on the first floor,
yes.
Less as it goes up. Okay. This might, I imagine this might take another roll to like investigate this, but I think pulling those names would also go the extra mile of seeing if any of these students who began, any students who were living in the dorm previously, takes those out. Any students that started, that came to this dorm this semester, who are first years or began living this dorm this semester, seeing if they might have any sort of prior history with any of this situation. Like if I ran that back to any sort of reports from wherever they last attended school. See if this finds anything similar.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for this. There are quite a few students that it's their first year on campus. It's their first year in this dorm. But one does stick out to you in that they have a citation. on their report for smoking in the dorms. And that person is I'm not gonna name it after people I know. Stop doing that. The person is Catherine.
Okay.
Catherine. I don't know. McMurray.
Okay. Okay. And so she was cited for this, but she didn't have any, like, if I pull up any information on her, nothing like at, you know, wherever she grew up or wherever she was at before this, there were any other reports.
Doesn't seem weird.
Okay. Was she cited for this before or after the incident started? Was this pre-September, post-September?
Pre and post. There are 2 citations.
Okay. Any other thing is weird in her file?
There is a note from one of the teachers that describes her as disruptive.
Okay. So far, I just think she sounds really cool, and I want to meet her. But otherwise, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I make a note of that. Okay. Pulls that stuff. It probably doesn't need any of the documents for that. Doesn't seem like there any reason to like print out any of these records. Just make some like personal notes on his phone. The only other thing I'm going to do while I'm here, I'm going to pull files on Leon and Opal.
Okay.
And I'm going to print those out. I'm not going to worry about going through those here. I'm just going to bring those with me.
Just Leon and Opal?
Yeah, I mean, Wyatt seems cool. We're on the same page. I know Wyatt pretty well. I'm not gonna pull anything on Chloe because that seems like a huge invasion of privacy and would probably lead that's like a CW drama plot point that I see coming that I'm not gonna fall into. So yeah, we'll just pull it on them because they're sort of unknown quantities a little bit. And since I'm probably running low on time, pulls up a browser and logs onto a chat room.
Okay.
And I want to try to hit somebody up. I may not probably won't get a response right away, but so I have a move called the Naked City. Yeah. Where I have a number of contacts that I can reach out to for information.
Sure.
And one of those contacts are fringe scientists. So I think reaches out to probably some paranormal experts that that Folan has made contact with in some chat forums. There's one that Folan talks to a lot who is XYZ Files, and Folan shoots them a message in this chat room asking what they know about Alps.
All right.
And then after that, logs off. Since I didn't get the leave no traces, does not clear their history or anything. Just logs off the computer, heads out the front room, and says, stops to Tony and says, "All taken care of. Looks like you're good. I just had to reset a few things, and you shouldn't experience any more outages, so you should be good."
Awesome. Cool. Thanks.
So, nice to meet you. Good luck.
You too. Sorry. I don't mean to be presumptuous. Do you know where I can get any weed?
How much are you looking for?
Just like a bud.
Folan frees around their bag, reaches in. Let's see. I have Adderall, Xanax. Oh, wait, there we go. $20.
Pulls out a 20 from their pocket and hands it to you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
Pockets the $20 that mean nothing in this system and leaves.
All right, you guys have gotten a lot of knowledge, done a few things. I think it's a good time for us to take a break. And we're going to be back in 5 to 10, where we are going to continue this mystery and do some magic. I'm a hype. I'm ready. I'm excited. We'll be back. Bye! Welcome back, everyone! Thank you for that dance. Alright, so everyone, we're coming back for magic, right? Is there any conversations you guys want to have before that? You guys have information. New information, I guess. Do you want to share it with the group some way, or?
We gonna reconvene and then go do supervised magic? Or do magic at the dorms? Was that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to look at another place in time. It's makes sense to be in the place it happened in, so I can look at another time.
All right. Do you guys want to get together?
Yeah.
What time was the seance happening?
As late as I can convince everyone to show up.
Sick.
I mean,
'cause
we're
I
in
have a thing at
college.
7:30.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in college, there would be meetings that would start at midnight,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
that was fine.
Yeah, I think Wyatt will.
Chloe's pushing for 3 a.m., but
Oh, that's fine then.
Perfect.
Wyatt was
Colin can
going to
go
say
sleep.
like investigating a witness at 7:30. Don't know how long it'll take.
I think if we have enough heads up that it's 3 a.m., Leon is gonna go to bed early so he can get enough rest, like a good healthy boy, and then we'll just wake up early for 3 a.m.
I'm fully imagining Fullen in curiosity and just like each popping an Adderall and being like, "This is what we're doing today."
Yeah. 3 a.m. Perfect.
You must be
Opal would probably
lonely.
like go back to the sorority house, like think about sleeping, like store the sword in like the trunk inside the closet
Mm-hmm.
that it never wants to stay there, but and then she probably won't be able to sleep, and she'll probably like text Chloe and be like, "I can't sleep. What are you doing?"
Depends on what time it is.
Yeah, it's probably like 11 o'clock, midnight, like ish when that happens. So
Okay.
whatever happens on the interrogation before
Mhm.
that.
Oh, we've got time. Chloe would text back asking if Opal wanted her to come over and see if there was something they could do about the sword problem. Yeah, maybe we can like bind it to the box. I just texting some ideas.
All right. But first, at the Green Dragon, what time do you show up?
Wyatt will show up at 7. He'll show up at 7:20.
Okay. About 7:25, Becky rolls in. She's got a flannel wrapped around her waist, a sort of a band tee on. You can kind of
Which band?
say anything.
Okay.
And, yeah. And she
What a bull!
you
Only my favorite. How am I missing this?
You can smell her before you see her. The wafting scent of sort of like a coconut.
Smells like wet dog.
No,
Patchouli.
no, it's more like a Sex on the Beach coconut lime sort
Malibu
of
rum.
scent. Yeah, something
okay,
like that.
Okay, got it.
Coming off of her as she approaches the table and sits down. She's got a very grungy look on as she smiles at you and says, I'm glad you came.
Well, obviously, I mean, I'm not gonna try and miss this if possible.
Yeah?
No, I'm just gonna be fucking with my mic real quick. It does not want to sit.
Having some problems.
There
You
it
know
goes.
what? It happens to everyone. It's
Why-
okay.
why
I
are you-
swear this is the first time.
So why are you wearing a microphone?
Yeah.
Well, That's the
If you're
thing,
a cop, you
isn't
have to
it?
tell me.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's entrapment.
No. I mean, look, I had a doozy of a day,
Yeah.
and pretty lady asked me out for dinner. Why would I say no?
Well, because you watched someone die.
That I did. And I would much rather be seeing what I am right now. Wouldn't you agree?
You are a flirt.
It's just a little bit of politeness goes a long way up here, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Well, what can I get you?
Just God. What is this? How do you pronounce it? Show ya?
Soju?
No, the pork one.
Oh, are you talking about food? I was talking about drinks.
Oh,
I bet
well,
you
I mean,
need
we
a
can
drink.
do drinks as well. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not old enough. It doesn't stop me, but like, it does stop me in proper establishments.
Oh, they don't care.
You know what? It's all right with me. How about this? What are you having?
I was gonna have some warm sake.
All right, something I got to tell you about sake. Warm sake is how you know that it's not up to quality.
Really?
You find something cold because the heat will actually mask the flavor. So if you have a place finding a special on warm sake, it's going to be cheap, it's going to get the job done, but it's not going to be quality. If you're looking for quality, you want to get something cold because the cold accentuates the flavor.
Fascinating. That's
now again,
awesome.
I don't drink in public places, but
Oh, okay. Oh, do you mind if I partake?
no, I will join you.
Oh, okay. This is a, middle of Vermont, so
Yeah.
they don't. I'm sure they don't have good sake.
That's all right.
Okay.
No, he's just letting her know, like, you can, like, if it's all, like, warm sake, the price point doesn't matter. It will all taste the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
She brings back a container and 2 small cups for you. The waiter will come take your orders for food. And when the waiter walks away, she says, "So tell me about yourself."
Well, where to start? I am from, if you've ever heard of a little place called Hymnal Holler, West Virginia, you might have heard of where I come from, but if not, just think lower southeast of the state, and you're pretty close. Stone's throw in pretty much any direction, and you'll hit one of the hollers, but you might not know what holler is. I realize that. Back when, like cities weren't super established, townships weren't as established, you would kind of choose like who your mayor was or whoever like the center of your area was. And if you could yell as far as you could yell, that was the place that you wanted in case there was any kind of like large wildlife or,
Yeah, no,
danger.
that's cool. You don't have to. You can tell me. You don't have to tell me that story.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't. I don't really do this a whole lot.
That's okay. I've only met a few too.
Wait, hold on. Like librarians?
No. What do you mean?
I was meaning dates.
Oh.
I don't go. Is this a date?
Well, yeah, but
okay. I don't go on these that often. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. No, I was. She kind of like looks at you and like is trying to read your face, and she's like, you can tell me. Like, people can't overhear us. It's okay.
I'm gonna be really honest with you here, Becky. I don't know what you mean. And maybe it's a latitude barrier of understanding.
No.
I'm not. I like girls.
No, that's not. No, I'm so sorry. thought,
What did you think? How about this? You know what? How about this? How about before we even get into that, he pours some sake into her cup, pours some into his. A little bit of grease in the conversation wheel.
yeah, she takes a shot. She kind of like leans in. I've never had to tell someone before. Everyone I've met has already known. Can you not sense something weird about me?
I mean, normally when a girl is interested in me, yeah, I think that there's something a little weird going on. But as far as sensing you, you smell nice.
Thanks, Bath and Body Works. I don't know if I'm ready to be the one to tell you about this. That seems like a big responsibility, and I don't know you that well. So can we just forget that I was talking about anything other? Do you want more sake?
Yeah. Yeah, we can have more sake. Okay, how about, but on one condition. If you don't feel like getting to know me well enough to tell me what it is that you're talking about, tell me who I can reach out to about what you mean by others. Like, you mean like lizard wearing a hat can see kind of others, or like, are you, is when a full moon happens, do you get like,
Okay.
are,
Why do you ask that?
do you have a penchant for trench coats? I guess should be my next question.
No, I don't. Not me. No. But I know someone who does.
And who would they be?
That's, well,
Because you don't have to break to me that they like lizard in a hat.
No, definitely not.
You don't have to break that, okay? Like, that's already, that's my lifeblood right there.
No, definitely not. Not a shapeshifter, kind of. Her name is Jane.
Shane, okay. And what, does she live in your dorm? Different floor?
No, I don't actually know where she lives. I've only met her twice.
Does she just like show up? Like, you
Kinda.
say her name 3 times in a mirror?
No, she usually just leaves clues.
Are you like a crime fighter? And like at that point, like they bring out the suit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that one.
Thank
right
you.
there.
Thanks. Appreciate it. No, I don't actually I don't really feel comfortable again talking about it, but I will say
Totally fine, Becky.
You're special. Is
That's
all.
what I've heard most of my life, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any memory gaps?
Like recently?
Maybe, or I mean, like at any point in your life?
I mean, I can't remember a whole lot from before I was 6, but
Like you have 0 memories, or like it's really foggy?
I got some, like, okay, how about, like, not to sound rude, but how often do you think about what was going on when you were like 6, 5, 4? Like, I don't have any siblings. I've heard that like sometimes, like you associate it with that. I remember moving.
Right.
I remember being in a different house at one point, and then I moved into a new house. My parents disappeared at some point. I was raised by my grandparents.
Okay.
I
don't.
I did kid things, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. I would like to get to know you better, I guess is what I'm saying.
All right. My favorite TV series, and I don't want you to laugh, is Matlock. I think he's a very good detective.
Okay. I like MASH.
MASH is great. Fantastic story. Okay, we got that in common. MASH is good. I always looked up to that Radar fella. He seemed like he knew what was going on. My favorite music that's going on right now. Honestly, anything that carries beat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really open to pretty much anything that you would want to show me. But my personal favorites at the moment, Shania, always a solid choice. You know, like Chris Gaines, he is different than Garth Brooks, but like, little known fact, they are indeed the same person. It was like a whole movie deal that was going to be going on. Thunder Roads is an incredible song. Thunder Rolls is an incredible song. That's besides the point. I also like what is it? The Fallout Boys.
Yeah.
They're nice. Or what
Have
is
you
it?
heard Good Charlotte yet?
I may have. Are they the there's a song like Girls Don't Like Boys, Girls Like Cars and Money?
Yes.
I
the
have
Anthem
heard
is
that one.
The best album I've ever listened to.
So I will have to give it a re-listen then. I like all of those things. I had some dogs growing up.
I'm
Some
sorry.
of my best friends.
I made things awkward. Can we just?
How about this? How's your food?
Oh, she takes a bite. Very, very spicy. Holy bajoli.
Oh, that's why I think that, what was it, like 3 little peppers next to yours?
Yeah. I like
got
peppers. I like spicy things.
Well, and he will like ask if he can use his ramen spoon in hers.
Sure.
Mind if I?
Yeah.
And he sips, and like you can see like his face just starts getting red, and he's just, that's pretty good.
Oh gosh.
Starts like sweating a little bit and just takes the water. And, like,
oh, that's not gonna help too. Can we get some milk?
Oh, it's spreading. It's spreading bad.
Get this boy some milk.
And but Wyatt like kind of shakes it off and says, well, how about this? I think that we got off not on the wrong foot, but on a slight misunderstanding of the circumstances around why we're here.
Yeah.
I would like for this to be a date. I think that you are nice, you have a good smile, and I'd like to see more of you.
Well, maybe not on the first date, but...
No, I mean, like, continuously.
Oh.
Like, I would like for there to be a follow-up to this.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
That being said, this is an enjoyable meal that we are sharing. This is good sake.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your classes.
Okay. She kind of takes a breath and then goes into this sort of jolly rant about her classes. She is a biology student who is studying plants, and she gets really nerdy about it, like really excited, and like has a lot of energy when describing plants.
And Wyatt is just like
What
listening.
is happening, guys? Behave in the chat, please.
Chad is just berating Van and I for our lack of seeing films.
I also have not seen Fatal Attraction. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, Wyatt, you know, like throughout the course, he makes a point to listen. He is a amateur gardener himself. Like he, in his little corner office, he is currently growing some potatoes. He's growing I think it was daffodils was the other one. Just like little things that he uses in balms and tinctures and things like that later.
Yeah.
But I mean, he prefers to grow it himself.
Yeah, she is very interested in talking to you about herbs and their what you can use them to create, and she is very knowledgeable. She talks about foraging, is something she enjoys doing, which is going out in the world and finding food out in the wild. She'll talk to you about making acorn flour and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no. Wyatt will ask if she has ever been geocaching before. It's this new thing that he heard about that started out west. But apparently you just like hide something out in a tree somewhere and you let someone know. And then, you know, you catalog it at a point. Like
she did not know about that. She's super hype.
Yeah. I think Wyatt will try and see if Becky at one point wants to go geocaching.
She is totally down. And she, you guys have your dinner. It's probably about 8, probably like 9 o'clock by the time you're finished. And she invites you to walk her back to campus and talk about, you know, continue to, and she'll point out different trees and stuff like that as you go. You walk her back to the dorm.
All right. And he says, like as they're at the at her door, he says, I had a great time tonight.
I did too.
What you know about nature is honestly incredible. Do not give up your dream. You're going places.
Thanks.
I gotta get. I still.
Yeah.
I mean,
same.
Everything. I still got papers to write, but
yeah.
This was really nice.
Yeah. Sorry if I made it awkward at first, but I just spend some time in your own head. Do some introspection.
I will do my best for it. But I don't think I'm going to be focusing on anything else other than the date that we just went on.
She kind of like blushes a little bit and okay.
Now, before I say goodnight, I just want to let you know, 1, please be safe. Shit's still weird out here. Lizard hat and all that.
Yeah.
If anything weird happens, call me. And this isn't goodnight. I'm not just going to stop texting you just because we're done.
Okay.
Have a good night, Becky.
You too, Wyatt.
And he will just kind of nod and turn and walk away. And be a gentleman about the whole thing.
She enters, she buzzes her badge in the door because it is after hours and goes up to her room. Happy as always. Oh.
Great.
All right. Now y'all are going to do some magic. You're gonna. So what's the plan? You guys need to get into the dorm, get into a room, and do some magic, right?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is to be like as close to where the lizard with the hat has been as possible.
Okay.
I don't know if like this sounds gross, but like I don't know if the girl who died's roommate is like still in their room. Like,
oh yeah,
use that one.
That's a good question. Yeah. So you gotta infiltrate the building. The front door will be locked due to security regulations on campus. You have to have a key card to get in, or be with somebody, and then you're gonna have to get into the room. You can pick the lock, or knock on the door to see if she's in there, and then yeah. So how are you guys getting in the dorm?
Hey, hello. I'm Chloe. Hey,
hi.
Opal. Hey, Chloe. Let's talk about this.
Okay, sorry. Are all of you there?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Fallen would want to be there, and if I assume he and Chloe were hanging out until game time. So
Yeah, I mean, I think if it's were, 'cause this is the time that we said we would all be there, right?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Probably a little before. I mean, she would have said to like meet up before and then try to get in the building.
All right, is Wyatt there?
If they asked him to be, I think he would. You can see that Wyatt he's in a good but conflicted mood at this point in town. Good because a good thing did happen to him. Conflicted. He saw a dead body today, so and not just saw somebody who actively died in his arms.
It's been a doozy of a day.
It's been a doozy of a day. And I think that like the bags under his eyes are just like a little bit more like accentuated. He just seems he's tired. And like he's not one to argue about a plan at this point.
Before anything else, Chloe does pull out like a little sealed bag that she has. I think Wyatt has seen these before. And she's like made him some tea. Looks like hands it to him. That'll help you sleep.
Thank you. The reason I'm not sleeping is because I was supposed to be here for this.
Just in case any nightmares or anything set in.
Thank you, guys.
And I put mint in it, so it should taste okay.
Ooh, mint. Love mint. Horrible for your garden, but a great plant nonetheless.
Anyway. Opal, do you think your friend, the RA, Marianne?
Oh, we don't need that. And she will text one of the pledges who will hop down the stairs to let them in, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a pledge for her sorority that is just ready to run down the stairs.
Or you just do what
help
literally
out, yeah.
everyone else in college did, and you stand on the stairs smoking a cigarette until somebody comes out or goes in and says, "Hey,
too, yeah.
I don't have my card. Can you let me in?"
Actually, so you guys, you text one of the pledges. She says to you, north entrance, north escape, no, north exit, unlocked and propped open. And as you guys move over there, you see someone is outside smoking. The door has the latch has been broken on it, so it cannot lock. Or it cannot,
but it'll
like,
still
latch,
shut, so the alarm won't go off. We literally had the same thing happen to one of my doors.
The alarm will not go off if it is opened or closed. So there is a person outside smoking as you guys approach. She just gives you an eye and flicks.
I think Leon like pointedly holds his nose closed as he wanders past.
His body is a temple.
Yeah, you guys are able to go inside. No big deal.
What?
Do we need any more information on what's going on here? Other than what you're doing? Should I talk to more people?
Do we want to have like a relay system? Like somebody like stay at this point of entry, another point of entry. How many people do we need holding hands for this?
Oh, actually, I prefer to be alone if possible.
All right.
Maybe one other person, but I don't recommend it.
I can. How about this? I'll stand guard down here. If I see like campus security or anybody coming because they heard about like, oh, there's people on the floor and they're breaking into the room and all like whatever, all that, I can just shoot y'all a message, let you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay down here too with Wyatt. No, come up. Just text me if you need me.
Okay.
I'll
I
at least come up to the
don't
next
wa-
landing.
I don't want you to be in the room alone, just in case one of those things comes in. So I will just stand quietly in a corner while you do your thing.
Okay.
I'll wait down the hall in case you need, someone big to catch the thing.
You gotta
Good
put
idea.
your jacket up over your head and make a loud noise.
That's
It's
as
like
bad as
3 a.m.
Wyatt.
Everyone's sleeping. I don't want to make a loud noise.
It's not bears, it's cougars. Bears, you just curl up in a ball. They will, like, it's up to them if they kill you or not at that point.
Okay. Here we
All
go.
right.
Bolin's gonna stay downstairs, go
Mhm.
out to where the other person's smoking to light up.
Sure.
Eventually, we'll try to start a casual conversation with them
Okay.
after we've done that.
Sure. Wyatt, are you like in the doorway? Or are you just standing outside with everyone?
No, he'll just like, I think he'll go with Fallen because like if you're standing outside of a door at 3 a.m. and it's like a girl's dormitory, like
Mhm.
oh yes, my girlfriend's up there. Oh, who's your girlfriend? Like, is he gonna say
Yeah.
like the name of the RA? No, he's just gonna hang out with Fallen
Yeah.
and like he'll let Fallen do the social engineering and he'll still like be keeping an eye as just like, hey, me and my friend were out walking and he needs a cigarette.
Yeah. Cool. All right, and then Leon is inside keeping an eye on the stairwell.
Yeah, and
And
like
the-
on the floor they need ready
Mhm.
to rush in if needed, but otherwise
Perfect.
trying for the plausible deniability.
Fair. All right. And the girls are moving in. You guys get to Dana and Ellen's room. 113. What would you like to do?
I listen at the door to see if I hear anybody in there.
You don't hear anything. It is 3 a.m., right?
Thereabouts. Any like light snoring? Any like I left my music on so I could sleep?
No.
I'm just gonna try the door to see if it's locked.
It is locked.
Do you think she's in there?
Opal will knock softly.
Okay.
You knock and put your ear to the door. You don't hear any movement.
Knocks a little bit louder.
Still nothing.
She's gonna kick open the door.
Okay. Boy. Cool. I'm gonna just be rolling to kick some ass. I don't. What's your tough?
Tough is 2.
Cool. Yeah.
Does
you
the
kick.
door have an ass?
I
First
just
question.
yeah. Do you? I don't think you need to do anything. I think you're just kicking open the door, man. Yeah, you kick open the door. It does make a loud bang. But the room is dark on the inside. The light from the hallway, there's light at the emergency exits, but not in the hallway. So you look inside. There isn't any movement. So presumably, maybe nobody's inside.
You know you can pop these locks open with like half a bobby pin, right?
Nope. Didn't know that.
Inside now. Shut the door, Leon. If anyone asks, that's crazy how that transformer just blew outside. Okay.
I was gonna say sorry.
All right, you get inside.
One loud noise isn't gonna wake everybody up.
Right. All right, you are going
I'd
to do
like
some.
any loud noises.
You're gonna do some use magic.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna set up this little circle. There's crystals involved.
Mhm.
She's got this little like ritual bowl and like a mortar and pestle, and has like already like ground up some herbs and is gonna
Mhm.
put them together and light the fire and breathe them in, hope they work.
All right. Go ahead and roll a use magic for me.
Whew.
Plus weird.
This, I think, the first thing I've rolled for. Ooh, ooh. 7.
All right. On a 7, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch.
Okay. I just lost there it is. The effect I want is to observe another place or time. When I observe another time, when this thing was in here. My glitch. Wow, I hate to.
You can't hurt me.
Well, I'm going to say it has a problematic side effect. This is just double checking bad luck charm. Nope, it's just on a miss. So I'll just say it has a problematic side effect.
Awesome. All right. So you breathe in the smoke. You kind of see it move over your face, and as it does, Opal, you can see that her eyes sort of dilate a little bit as they become mostly black with only a little bit of color. And you can see that she's not like really focusing on anything in front of her, kind of doing that 1,000-yard stare. And Chloe, you sort of see the smoke clear, and you're looking back. You're probably you can feel that you're a couple days ago at night around this same time. And when you kind of get a better image of the room around you, my tiles are falling off the wall. You kind of you see it in the darkness, but you can kind of see through it with using your magic, and you can see on one side of the room a person turn over onto their side as they're sleeping. They have headphones in, and you, as you're scanning across the room, you can see that they you can smell a little bit. I guess I'll say you can smell a little bit in the room. There is the scent of a beachy sort of tiki scents. And as you move towards the other side of the room, there's a more flowery, deep, sort of more low scent. And as you are continuing to draw your eyes to the other side of the room, you see on the bed the person who is sleeping there, who you recognize with the curly hair, is Dana, and she is sleeping on her back. Her chin is raised in an odd way, and on her chest is a dark figure hunched over. And it's like you saw in the video, the size of, I would say, a large raccoon, maybe 2 feet in height, if it wasn't hunched over. Maybe a little bit larger if it was standing. But it is hunched over, and you're kind of sitting with its back to you. You can maneuver in this space if you'd like to get more of an idea of anything that's going on.
Yeah, I'll try to I don't really want to get close to it, just in case, but we'll kind of skirt around and try to get a look at what's happening.
Yeah, as you move over and you get a better view of this thing, you see its long spindly arms are kind of placed on her, just above her collarbone, on her shoulders, and its eyes are on Dana, and its mouth is open, and you can see as it is inhaling, there is a darkness coming from Dana into it, and Dana begins to move and sort of thrash, and you can see her eyes clench and her jaw as well, as she seems to be going through something. And as this is happening, you can get a better look at the creature. It does have humanoid features, though the nose and the ears are more pronounced. They're pointed. It has a bit of a pointier chin as well, and a squished sort of face. As it is hunched over, the arms seem to be a little bit too long for the body, but the body is sort of chunky and rounded. And you can see that it's kind of squat like a cat. Its legs are bent, and when a cat sits, they're kind of part of the body as well. And as you observe this creature taking from Dana, it sort of like puts its head up, and you can see this little, in the darkness it looks like maybe like a light gray rounded center or brimmed hat with a point on it, and you see it sort of pull back when it is finished, and it sort of touches the hat and gives a little like wiggle and sort of rubs its belly as if it is full, and you see it climb off the bed and sort of start to walk over to the other side and take a step back, and then it moves to the door. You see it reach up to the handle, opens the handle, and begins to sort of look down the hallway back and forth. It makes a chirping noise, and then you can see its form shrink down, and it is suddenly a rat, and the rat moves down the hallway back towards the door you came in.
I don't know how much longer I can follow this thread, but I want to see if I can see like where it went.
You lean out the doorway, and as you do, you can see the rat moving towards the door that you came in from. And as it reaches the doorway, you see it meet up with another small creature. It looks maybe like a cat, before they both exit out of the doorway.
Okay.
And then your vision is brought back as the smoke sort of, Opal, you can see the smoke move in an unnatural way as Chloe is brought back into this space. And Chloe, as you are brought back into this space, and the darkness kind of the room comes back to you, you realize that your eyes do not undilate. And everything is
not again.
super bright in this room. As your problematic side effect is you are going to have some vision problems for the rest of the evening.
Damn. That's all right.
You okay?
There's more than one.
Great.
Some kind of shapeshifter or something. It just kind of like describes as much as she can, like while it's still fresh, like describes everything that she saw, and then it turning into a rat, and then
I will say,
maybe meeting up with a friend in the hallway.
for clarification, they did both still have hats on. When they were
confirmation that
Yes.
there's more than one. Yeah, just as much as she can sort of get out there so somebody else has heard it before it starts to fade. So there's at least two. It's doing something to them while they sleep. I imagine that's the cause of the insomnia.
And the nervous break. Well, I don't know about that yet. Just kidding. And the walking into traffic.
Oh, when you're tired enough. I don't know if that's an intended effect or just sort of a
Byproduct of insomnia. What do
But
you think
clearly
it's
this thing is-
eating?
I don't know. People put off all kinds of energy. But they're losing
Okay.
sleep, so
Let's get out of here.
dig around her back for some sunglasses. Switch them out.
Yeah, you guys start to make your way out. Leon, let's just do the quick conversation, and then we'll So, Fullen and Wyatt are outside. You want to talk to the person who is smoking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think after a suitable amount of time, not to make it weird, Fallen is also smoking a cigarette and sort of looks back inside. I think probably like looks to Leon just again, or looks to Wyatt since we're together, and makes an off comment like, "I hope they're not going to take too long. It's getting late."
We started late.
Leon, I need you to yes and me, please.
Sorry. Yeah. No. Hi, I'm Leon.
Or sorry,
Wyatt
I need
extends
you
his
to-
hand to the other person.
Does Wyatt say, "Hi, I'm Leon"?
Yes, he does.
Okay. She kind of like looks to you guys. She's kind of been like eyeing you a little bit through this because, you know, safety. And she says, yeah, I'm Catherine.
Do you live in the dorm, Catherine?
No, I just really like hanging outside of dorms at 3 a.m. that I don't live in.
Didn't know if you might be waiting for someone.
Wasn't she?
I'm at the. I heard some weird stuff about people living in this dorm. Like someone died that lived here yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
It's what we heard. So you do live here? Have you noticed anything weird inside?
Well, no one can sleep, so that's kind of weird. Why do you
Like
think
weird
I'm up?
smells or something?
No, just nightmares, and then no sleep. It's great.
That sounds bad. What do you think? There's like an asbestos problem or a gas leak or something?
I don't know. Maybe we're on a magic fault line above a hell house. I don't know. I'll believe anything at this point. I just would love to sleep.
Have you tried not sleeping here?
Yeah. But I can't spend the night at my boyfriend's house every night.
No, that's fair. It's understandable.
But it's fine if you sleep anywhere else. You don't have any problems there.
I mean, I still have problems. They're just not as bad as this. I've put in complaints, but nobody seems to listen.
Yeah, it's hard to get anything done around campus. Nobody seems to want to do anything.
Yeah.
All the money goes to the football team, and everything else is sort of falling apart.
Yep.
Sorry, didn't mean to be weird or anything. I mean, we can leave you alone. I was just curious. Like I said, we have some friends that room here, and they've been complaining of the same thing, and we didn't know what might be causing it.
You know what? I think
heard someone mention a lizard wearing a hat.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, though.
You know what? The only person who doesn't seem to be affected by this is Becky.
Really?
I bet she's behind the whole thing. Peppy ass. She hasn't had any trouble sleeping. It's bullshit.
Huh. Do you know Becky really well? Is she...
No.
Like...
She's 2 floors under me.
Huh. I wonder what her secret is.
I don't know. But nobody is that excited all the time.
Yeah, no, that's exhausting.
Morning people do exist, but that sounds unbearable.
Anyways, you guys have a good night. She throws her cigarette down and stomps it out.
If you do see anything, we've been trying to get a sort of a file put together or something. We figured if maybe enough people sign the petition, that maybe if we get enough evidence and send it to campus security or the board or something, that they might do something about it. If you see anything, could you if I give you my email address, could you send it to me?
Sure. But can you just keep out that the door's broken? Because
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Super useful door.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Thanks.
narc.
Thank you. Cool.
Pulls out a piece of paper, writes down
Mhm.
email address, hands it to her.
She takes it, gives you guys a small wave, and moves inside. Looks to Leon as she does.
Wyatt is just gonna like open back of the hand lightly onto Fullen's chest. Just okay. Holy shit! No, wait. Like Becky's super nice though. I
I'm
just
sorry,
want to throw that out there.
You know Becky?
Yeah, we went on a date earlier today. It was really nice. She talked
Oh,
about
that's
plants a lot.
That's adorable. Does she have any problems sleeping?
Not that she mentioned.
And what floor does she live on?
That floor.
Right. Did she act
She-
weird at all during your conversation?
There is a long pause while Wyatt processes what could be considered weird, and he just not the weirdest. You know? Like, okay, like it was one of those how do I put this? She meant well to start off because she apparently senses something from me. And so she was like, "Oh, I didn't know like that there were that many of us on campus." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean that many of us?" And she was like, "You know." And I was like, "I don't know." And then it resulted in a kind of a weird situation where we just sort of like had to restart the whole date like as the food arrived, but that's besides the point. The point is that I think she is like us.
All
And
right.
like, because she was the one who was like, "Oh yeah, that's a weird ass fucking lizard wearing a hat."
Uh-huh.
So my guess is that like, if she's the only one who's peppy, if she's the only one doing anything, she's probably able to recognize what it is. She knows the name of the wolf lady wearing the coat. Turns out it is a lady. It's not a wolf man. You know, like we don't want to like establish genders on things.
I
before
suppose
they
that
know.
was presumptuous of us to
It was the
yeah.
wolf. The private investigator wolf's name is Jane. That was all the information that I really got
Okay.
from that.
Wyatt.
I'm
Everyone
so
that
tired.
lives in that dorm
Yeah.
is a suspect.
Okay. She didn't wear a funny little hat.
That doesn't mean she's not involved in this.
Well, I know that.
All
And I'm
right.
not gonna let my heart and my head come into conflict about this whole thing, even though she was very nice and smelt pretty.
Well, if we can confirm that she's not involved in any of this, then you can smell her all you want, but we need to figure out what's going on here first.
No, I understand that. I'm just trying to fill you in, buddy.
No, I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna have to look into Becky. Did you get a last name?
I have her phone number.
All right, give me your phone number. I can do a search off that. Wyatt, suspect.
That is a betrayal of privacy, and I feel weird about it. I can tell
You've
you,
known
I'd be
her
more
for
comfortable giving you
one-
her. I
You've
would
known
be
her
more
for 1
comfortable.
day.
I know that, but I'd be more comfortable giving you her entire course schedule and letting you narrow it down from there than it is giving you somebody's phone number that you can then have later and be like, "Oh, how'd you get this from?" "Oh, I got it from Wyatt. I never told Wyatt that he could hand it out." That puts me in a bad position. You understand that, right? Maybe I really should lay off the coffee. It is like 3:30 a.m.
All right. Okay, Wyatt.
A woman died in my arms today.
Here's
Fallen.
what I know. I know. I know. Do this. Give me your phone. Take a walk.
No. Because if something happens, I need to be able to reach out to folk and let them know.
I don't mean far. I just mean to the end of the building so I can pull her phone number and come back.
I'm going to accidentally leave my phone open and unlocked right here with a string of messages that may have been directed towards Becky. and I'm going to trust that you can be cool about this whole thing, Fullen. I feel like we've been cool for a lot of things, and I'm asking you just this once.
Did I tell anybody about your secret room?
Yes. When we were all at breakfast.
I did not. Pancake. That was not me. I'm
Wait,
not the
shit,
first
was
person.
That me?
You brought it up first.
I'm tired, Fullen.
Take a walk.
Wyatt needs sleepies.
As you start to walk away inside, Leon, you see a girl walk in. The girl from outside, Catherine. She like looks at you.
Oh, hi. And like Leon tries to make him like. I think he's decided to sit down on a stairwell to like diminish his. I think I've said he's 6'2", 230 pounds. And so tries to make himself seem smaller and not take up as much of the stairwell, but probably she still has to squeeze past.
Yeah, she kind of like doesn't know what to do about you, and then like turns to go up the stairs, and you see her stop and take a step back, and as you look up the stairs, you see two lumps in the darkness as the light is coming up from the bottom of the stairs, and there's a little bit coming from it's like the lights are above the doorways in the hallway, and you kind of see two figures stop, and the eyes from either of them are catching the light in the way that cats and dogs' eyes do, and they seem to be wearing some tiny hats. And that's where we're gonna end the night for tonight, on a little bit of cliffhanger. I love one. Thank you guys so much for playing with me tonight and putting up with my nonsense. Yay! Let's go around and have everybody say where people can find you and what you do, starting with Simon.
Howdy ho, neighbor. My name is the Indoor Adventurer, he, him, and you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. I am the showrunner over at Indoor Adventures. We do shows actually very similar to this on Monday and Saturday, hopefully. We've been having some issues with scheduling lately, but I mean, everyone's health needs to come first. That, and we're too high level in certain places to not have a full party, so we're just kind of figuring it out as we go. But yeah, that's where you can find me on Twitch. Otherwise, you can follow me at Twitter at IndoorWTF. Same goes for Hive, but I have not used that since the first time it crashed on Android. So that's where you can find me. DanaeKeener.com.
Oh, that means it's my turn. Hi, I'm Rachel. Rachel is with here on Twitch. I've been streaming there recently because I'm playing D&D 2 times a week on the internet with my friends, and I'm here playing Monster of the Week on Sundays. You can find me on our Emergence YouTube channel on Thursdays playing D&D with LB and some other lovely folks. And then on Saturdays, I am on GGK Game Nights. It's game with 2 G's and Nights with a K on Saturday mornings playing D&D. And my streaming schedule is posted on my Twitter, which is Rachel SMS with a Z in the middle instead of an S.
And I go next. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internets at Savvy Seaworth, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internet. I'm on Hive Social. I'm on Instagram, but mostly I am on Discord, hanging out in LB's Discord, as well as the Game Nights Discord and a couple of other places. You can find me on twitch.tv/Game Nights, as Rachel said, game with 2 G's and nights with a K, Thursdays through Mondays, playing in games and running Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday mornings, and then here on Sunday nights.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm OMG at Some Guy on the internets, mostly over on GGK Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, that's it for me.
Hello, I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet. I run games over on GGK pretty much exclusively when I'm not here. Join us tomorrow for our next installment of Red Jenny, or Dragon Age TTRPG, at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We're doing a big old heist. If you're a fan of all things Dragon Age, come join us for that, because we're all super big Dragon Age nerds. And that's it. Thank you.
And I'm LB Hack'em Up. You can find me here at the LB Hack'em Up channel. Next time this channel is going to be live is on Thursday. They're doing Themeless Thursdays. Lauren and I will be back on Friday playing Resident Evil 3, which we're very much enjoying. Also, don't forget to check out the Patreon. And I forgot, let's do stars and wishes, everyone. Does anybody have any stars and or wishes that they would like to talk about this evening?
I'm so ready. Oh, you go. I'm so ready, though. I think we all are.
No, I'm going to take everybody's because mine is obviously going to go to Wyatt. Wyatt had this, like, this very particular energy today, and I don't know what it was, but it literally, I could not tear my eyes away from the screen when he was doing anything. I was like, he's so tired. He needs help. He's not asking for it. He's just going to keep barreling through until something bad happens. And now it's 3 a.m. and something bad is about to happen. And I'm worried about him. And I love it. It was wonderful and well played. And that, Alex, you might have beat us out for the most awkward date ever to happen on this channel.
Just means we'll have to somehow step it up.
We're on
Gotta
it.
reclaim our throne.
Right? But yeah, no, it was an incredible energy. It was just very specific and really fun to watch and well played. And my wish is I just want to be able to do a bunch of magic and have it go horribly wrong. I need more opportunities to hurt other people because my magic doesn't hurt me. It hurts everyone around me.
All right, who's next?
I can go. I mean, my star was gonna go for the most awkward date on this channel, which was a really hard throne to take after masks. No, that was such an emotional roller coaster. But I will give my star. I'm gonna give my star to Val/Folan for all of that awesome deep dive information that none of us know yet. However, my wish is also gonna be that Folan does more deep diving because, like, what is going on with Becky? Nobody else could probably figure this out without, like, because she's not offering up too much information to the person that I thought was she was gonna blurt everything out to eventually on the date, and it didn't happen. And I need more. I need to know. It's driving me crazy. So yeah, I think Folan is our best chance at figuring out what the heck the mystery is there, if she's not going to open up to Wyatt. So that's my wish, is Folan takes that phone and does with it what they will.
Folan, take the wheel.
I'm going
yes,
to.
Folan, take the wheel. I need it.
I'll
I'm
go
dying over here.
I want to know everything about Becky. I want to know her birthday. I want to know her social security number. I want to know where she goes to church. I want to know her class schedule. I want to know her middle name. I want to know her favorite sandwich.
I'm gonna go next because that kind of leads into my wish. But I'm gonna
Rachel
give my
needs
star.
to do a wish.
Huh?
Did you
No,
do
did
a
her
wish?
wish.
Was Folan
Did her
does, does the
Oh,
was
sorry,
the
sorry,
wish.
sorry.
yeah. Finds out all
Making me
information.
feel
on
bad.
Wait,
Becky
Rachel doesn't
available.
get 2 wishes.
My star. I'm
Teacher's
gonna give.
pet.
I'm gonna break the rules. I'm gonna give 2 stars because one of my stars has to go to Indoor for being a fantastic scene partner for both of those. Both those interactions, and just watching Wyatt be deranged throughout the course of them was it just gets steadily more and more deranged throughout the day was pretty amazing. My other star is gonna go to Alex for Leon doing like he said and just ratting us all out immediately. And honestly, it's perfect because I know my wish from last time was to figure out what's going on with the football team, and this just sets up that juicy antagonistic relationship already. My wish is going to be to dox Becky.
I should not have named this character after me because I was like, what? Oh.
You shouldn't
know.
have because
I don't know what I
to
did.
something.
Look, she's just taking a new name in college. Her real name is.
I took a new name when I was in college.
Rebethana.
It was Rebecca.
yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
I will say my star for this session was I'll double up. I will say Alex being like, all right, coach, I did exactly what you told me. Magic isn't real. And the coach is like, yeah, it's not, I guess. Stop telling people things. Oh, sorry, coach. God, like it was so well played. I loved that. I loved being able to witness this in real time. This has been fantastic. My wish, I want to know more about I guess I have like a multi-set wish. I want to know more about Detective Jane, the were detective that nobody seems to know a whole lot about. That's cool as hell. And part of me is like sniffing at the trail. There's a canine investigator, and then Fullen's contact online is Black Dog or Dark Dog. What is it, like 316?
1567.
1567.
My
just
favorite book of
saying.
the Bible, Dark Dog 316.
Yeah.
My favorite verse.
And all the
Little
boys
known,
were
but
good.
very important.
And all the boys were good.
So that is part one of my wish. Part two of my wish, I mean, Opal's got a sword. I want to know what the fuck this sword's about, not just as a like, oh, you have a sword, that's cool, what's its history, but like, I mean, you got a sword for a reason, and swords are usually given for cutting. So I'd like to see some combat. I think that'd be fun.
Good
I'm just
news.
realizing I think I'm playing the only character who doesn't have some weird dark secret that they're trying to hide from the rest of the group. Everyone else is so much
I don't
weird
have a
shit.
dark secret.
Bullshit.
I mean, Leon doesn't know that it's a terrible dark
Yeah.
secret. Let's see. My star is going to go to how we had the two buddies kind of sticking together throughout most of the day and having those scenes. But that does lead me into one of my wishes is to see to shake up the pairings, and obviously this is only the second episode, but get to see more interactions of different people. Like, I don't know that we've had Wyatt and Opal doing anything together yet, and that could be a fun mix. But then I also, second wish is to see Leon try and chase after these two creatures, and just this giant of a man running through the dorm trying to catch these things.
My image is when we get to that point, we just go like, Leon, sick him. And just like, Leon just goes.
Get him, boy.
Get him, boy. Go get him.
I
Trying
love
to
it.
steal our playbook.
They're trying to...
That's the
All right,
Bulldog
tell him-
mascot. Go get it.
We should tell him those are some of the other football players in disguise.
Oh my god.
Very tiny disguises.
They're the freshmen. My star is gonna go to Van tonight, because I love describing, like, figuring out how everyone does magic differently, and getting a cool description of that is always interesting to me. I like playing with, like, not, it's not just the simple, oh, I say an incantation and throw some dust and boom. So I enjoyed that very much. And
Just
then
get high on different herbs depending
Exactly.
on the situation.
My wish, I wish for the different pairings also. I'm going to steal that
Chloe x Leon
Mhm.
would really be something.
for sure. And I guess another star is that I was gonna say is I like the research. Good job, guys, doing research. A+. You haven't learned everything you can, but you're getting there, and you're doing a great job. I'm very appreciative of that as the keeper. And then my wish is I'm excited to see how this combat and or not, what you guys decide to do with this, and where it goes, because it's going to be a lot of fun, I think, moving forward. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of our stream. Join us next week for another episode in night classes, where we're gonna get into this fight. Some people have been up for, Fullen has had 45 minutes of sleep in the last 48 hours.
Oh, I'm doing fine.
It's great.
Meanwhile, Leon's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Oh, yeah.
He's slept it up until this.
It's fine. We have drugs.
Bold's well medicated. We're good. We can stay awake for a few more days.
But yeah, join me next on Tuesday on G Game Nights, and then come back here on Sunday for all the stuff. And until next time, I guess I'm LB Hack 'em Up. Hack recklessly. Bye.